Testing. Testing. Hello. Testing. Hello. Testing. Hello. Why is it not? Why is that not working? Oh, it is. I have no idea if this is actually working. Oh, YouTube. Okay, whatever. I'm just moving on. Let's see if it works. Do I want like every room? Probably. Oh, that's so ugly though. Maybe you don't want every room. How many you need for this to win? 8. I mean, it's not even realistic anyways. I mean, how would that pan out? It doesn't leave a lot of room for non-room related things. Maybe you just can't do this. I mean, it is standard. Oof. Well, someone recommended this thing. I think I played against it once. I mean, technically, time stop is like an extra turn, right? Opponent's upkeep. Hmm. No, I forgot about Sire. I haven't played that. Actually, I think I only played it once. Bonnie Paul? Bonnie Paul indeed. Alright. That confirms it. The YouTube stream is working. I was waiting for someone to comment. Couldn't see a comment. I have never streamed on YouTube before. You know, well, okay. Well, okay. So, okay. I don't. Counterspells work. Maybe not like a bunch. So I need something to do. Okay. Card draw. More counter spells. I don't know. Let's keep it. Oh, excuse me. Let's keep it simple. I'm more concerned about my YouTube stream than I am the content. I actually might want another land. These two. And negate, maybe? Like that. There's not a lot of multiple lands a turn, so I don't really like Tatyova. Let's see, you go 3, and then you have 4 lands, 5, 6. Like 4, 5, 6. Which makes maybe Arcane Proxy completely useless. What's that other Hydra? This one? How do I make... I think I want more lands a turn for that. Maybe that's fine. Maybe no Essence Scatter. Maybe no Kaimil. I feel like counterspells are okay. I don't think I need Fierce Empath. I like a lot of just good natural hits. I'd rather that be like a better card. Same with this. I'm fixated on counterspells. I guess Disdainful Stroke could run. Oh, we could just play games and see how long it takes for this to do anything. Okay, you know what? I just want to play the game. So I want to play the game. I want to see how the YouTube stream works and does. So we're gonna send it like this, at least for now. All right. So I'm streaming to YouTube for the first time ever. So if there's mechanical quirks, I apologize. I had to get a completely different streaming software to even get to this point because the one I was using doesn't let me stream to YouTube. The next thing I'll probably do is stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but I just want to do a YouTube one just to see how it works and all that jazz. So we're playing this Trillion Gutsy Explorer, 3 mana, 1/3. You can tap it to add 2, but you can only spend that mana on things that cost 5 or more, or X spells, and then you can pay 1 blue to draw and discard. Now, the X spells... is there a way to like easily find the X spells? I don't think there are. No, there is. I just don't remember the command up here to type it. Somebody told me before. I'm not a fan of like any of the X spells. Maybe this one? Actually, maybe not. I guess Portent of Calamity? For each card type, you may exile a card of that type. Although it's really, really difficult to hit 4 card types in Standard. Blue Sun's Twilight is always alright. We can just make room for it. It's a card I really haven't played before. Maybe just drop one of these things and just try to steal creatures instead. I think at that point I would just get rid of... Bramble Familiar? Try that. I suppose Gold Vein Hydra is completely fine. Invasion is also debatable. Surprised I've never actually played that card before. I mean, Doppelgang is funny. Comma? I mean, it's another card I haven't played before. I don't really like the Goose Mother. Okay. Oh no. I have to make room. My worst nightmare. Okay, I'm probably going to drop Essence Scatter. Dealing with creatures in that way is not the most appealing. And Time Stop is kind of weird, too. Yeah, Doppelgang's good. You just have to cast it. Just have to, like, you know, cast it. Alright, I don't like Chimil. Time Stop is... it's debatable. I just haven't cast it before. Maybe I just don't need it. It's probably too, like, weird. Fine. It's just too weird. And... Analyze the Palling can go. If it could find more than just creatures, I like it. Maybe Rampaging Baloths is too, like, dumb. Alright, let's try that. Okay. Alright, after further deliberation, I found some X spells. There's a surprising amount available in the format. There's just not, like, a lot of them that I'm super impressed with, but these 3 are pretty solid to me. I haven't played with Comma before, so we're going to try that. I had Time Stop in here a second ago. The more I think about it, the less I want it. And... I'm not super confident in this commander's ability to do much in the face of what you play against a lot, which is like board wipes, but with Negate and Disdainful Stroke, that's a little bit of hedge against that. And well, so is Portal, I guess, technically. I mean, it's alright. We'll see. I'm completely 50-50 on how this will go. It's nice to stop infinite combos, is it? I've never seen an infinite combo in Standard. I don't think I have. If I have, maybe it was only once, and I wouldn't be too concerned about that. I would try to like circumvent that issue with the counter spells or something else. Witness Protection. I don't think Time Stop is gonna reliably get me there. Okay, so Joint Exploration. What kind is this? The mono blue one. Oh. Well, I don't know how useful this is. I don't want it. Let's pass the turn. It's kind of weird to not play joint exploration. But I guess not. So if they have their own thing to stop this, it's a little annoying. But it's not really the end of the world, actually. Okay. And of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Up the beanstalk? Is that in standard? Oh, I guess it is. That might just be better than joint exploration. Well, I like both of these. Ugh. Yeah. I guess. The problem is no second blue source, so kinda ugly, but you know what? It looks pretty neat. I probably already lost this one. Perfect answers. Alright, I'm gonna... well, there's not much that I can change. Let's take out... Is Beanstalk actually in standard? Oh, it is, so I'm just an idiot. Alright, perfect. Let's drop... Joint Exploration? No. No. Maybe one of these. Okay, I'll drop Joint Exploration. I don't really want to get rid of anything else. Not yet, anyway. This really depends. I mean, this really wants my commander to not get answered. But it's a green-white deck, so... This is... Heir Apparent, I think? Almost always. Okay, well my opponent thought way longer than I would assume they would think, so maybe it's not Heir Apparent? Well, maybe it isn't. Alright, so I just need to untap with this. I could have just played this, honestly, but we didn't come here to do that. We came here to play this commander. Let's play, I think this one. To me, this is serious with the bunch. Portal's good, but I have to get to the mana for it, which is possible. Possible. I'm actually almost already there. Well, feels like a lost cause here. Cityscape on the commander. Lethal is hard to find. My opponent spent like 90 seconds casting a removal spell when it's lethal on board. Love it. Well, Tatyo and Overlord, they like each other. Interesting, I guess. do I witness protection that? I think there'll be better options, although there's a pretty good argument to doing it anyways. But I didn't. Okay, now it doesn't seem like the right thing. Because my opponent didn't have a land... No, I'm still casting this. I don't care. Again, I came here to cast it. I don't care if it's as good as the option. Option B. Play this. I will not analyze the polling. I can analyze for something later. Okay. Are these all 3 X spells? No, there's one more in my deck. They can reanimate their commander, but that's, like, later. I'm not really concerned about that. Let's do this. Vaultborn Tyrant is just really, really good. How much mana is this to 6? Well, I can blow that up with this. Actually, almost... Oh, no, they should always swing. They don't have a good counterattack. So. Can do this for... How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I could have held on to this till it was guaranteed lethal, but my opponent's at 3, and if they don't have like a sweeper or something, they're just doomed anyways. I also could have maybe just done it for 8 and left up negate, but I mean, as you can see, it just doesn't matter. Because it's got trample. Alright, well, most of my hand in this matchup didn't really have to matter because just a strong board state against kind of a smaller creature-sized deck, it's a little hard for them to stabilize like while casting creatures and removal spells, but they did end up not getting mana screwed. I actually got to play basically everything they drew, too. When we look at our hand, the Tat Yelva gave us, what, 3 cards? To just 3 cards extra to play with or something? They just kind of fell behind. Simic. Simic nonsense. Gotta love it. Novos was the name of the commander. I'm like, what is that? Well, it's a beanstalk. Alright, okay, I'm on the play. This is alright. It doesn't have a 1 that I'm... Ugh, I don't know. This is sketchy. But it's too late. I'm all in. one? Yeah, I'll get rid of that one. Alright, Beanstalk. I need you to break the game. Okay, that was a nice draw. What's really nice here is... well, we'll see. They didn't do anything, which means I just play this instead of my commander? Yeah. There's no way I play my commander in the face of double black that wasn't used. Just doesn't make sense. I would love to see a removal spell here. Oh, shoot. Alright, no, we're playing this. We're playing that. Because I have 5 minutes next turn. These cards do things after that, so I don't need, quote-unquote, my commander. Alright, looks like I got it anyways. Love to see it. Alright, Beanstalk. Do your thing. That's... I'm already vastly ahead because of that. Because it is Standard Brawl, and Standard Brawl really likes its card advantage, so... I don't have to play Overlord here. I'm a little confused about this attack, but you've convinced me not to block. While this is devastating, I'd rather play... No, let's just not be weird. I'm gonna take out their commanders and randomly steal something good. Although, to be completely honest, Jasper Flint is superior with that prospect anyways. Vein Ripper. Alright, they cast that in the face of my Simic trigger, which is kind of interesting. I suppose I'll just sacrifice this Overlord to it. Oh no, I can't. I just think it's pretty sure it was dumb. Alright, I can sacrifice Tandyoba. I don't think I need it. Wait a minute. No, I could just sacrifice my commander. What am I talking about? Which means I probably should have spent mana. Like, I should have used it for mana, but I mean, it probably doesn't matter here. This with this because it's got damage on it. Pretty sure that's how it works. And we haven't played Sire yet. I'll take that. That's a good one. If they lose too much life, they can never pay for the ward. Damn, if one just plays that in the face of a cityscape level, that can just simply kill it. So they need more than that. There it is. There it is. Although I can simply just recast that. Or, do the thing. And I think I will, actually, because I don't want this to trigger. Makes sense to me. Pushing 8 damage again means they go to 3 if they ever pay this ward, which is extremely steep. They might not have anticipated this as my choice for the turn. Uh-oh, wait, they have something here? So I can do Doppelgang for 2. There's not really anything to copy, though. So let's play this, make a giant token. Play this. Leave up Disdainful Stroke. That's also actually pretty good. Not sure my opponent said good game and then didn't concede. I will Disdainful Stroke literally anything. So giving this +6, +6, +7, +7, and trample is not lethal. So even if it was +8, +8, if I got a forest, it's still not lethal. So Doppelgang for 3, I can copy. The game sound effects are a bit loud? Okay, good to know. I can work on that. Because they probably legitimately are, because my settings are weird. Do this for 3. Copy this. That. And Tyrant. Lose their entire hand. Alright, now my opponent conceded. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. I also can probably lower the sound here, although I don't want to touch that one yet, actually. So hopefully that little sound change worked. But yeah, this actually... Hold on. This is a pretty... Let's see, 15... -3, 12. We were drawing 12 cards here between all these tyrants, like seeing each other draw cards, which is kind of scary. I could have decked out almost, but not quite. I also could have just doppelganged for 2 if I was super concerned about that, honestly. But this just works out nicely. This is a pretty good way to come back, but still a little bit rough. They are able to pay for the ward here. This would be a huge problem, though. I'm putting them to 3, but 3 is not lethal. With a Tiny Bones thing, they lose life as I cast legendary creatures, and they're at 3 at this point if they killed this. So, and then obviously this is extremely lethal. So. Cool. Look at that. Also, hello. Hello, hello. Doing my first YouTube stream. It's weird seeing people's names in chat that are not, like, Twitch usernames. It's just, like, people's names. It's just your name. Oh, you see, that's the problem, though. If I change the volume here, it messes up the Twitch volume. The win-loss? We lost 3 games, won 2. I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna move this bar, actually. Wait a minute, does that work though? Because the Twitch... No, wait, no, that doesn't matter. Because Twitch doesn't go through the stream platform, so I don't want to change that. Okay. Again with this combo. Alright, no laner worlds, please. Yay. Well, Droltha is kind of scary. Especially with a early mana source that's unimpeded. Again, unfortunately, it's like always correct to play Overlord instead of this. But I didn't come here to do that, so. I feel like I'm losing significantly already. Can play Tatyova first. I think I would much prefer in this exact instance to just have more mana. Yeah, this probably is right. Yeah. It's probably right. Or maybe it isn't. Oh, I'm gonna very easily get out-ramped. For sure. No challenge. Alright, yeah, we're just like losing decisively already. I can steal. I think I would like to steal Shieldred, and I almost feel like I have to steal Shieldred, which is. Can I do it for 5? No, there's no reason to do. Wait, hold on. Can do it for 4. They're still super loud? Really? Oh, I like dropped the. I feel like I dropped it a lot. I believe you though. Okay, I don't think this game continues while my opponent has Shieldred, so this probably just has to happen. Much better, yeah. Well, that's good. Shelly is danger? Oh, you mean Shieldred, yeah. Shieldred is probably just unanswerable for me unless I steal it there. So, for a Muldrotha, this is not the scariest situation. Could be way worse. Well, I'm poised to gain a lot of life. If I play this, I can also play Tatyova. But that doesn't really get me anywhere except killing this, which I'm not enthralled with the idea of doing that. I don't know how I win this, though. I'm not seeing it. Okay, well that's kind of a start. Just put that here for now. And just simply do not play Llanowar Elves. Really no incentive. It's the standard Brawl, there's no Cyclonic Rift. And no, there's no River's Rebuke. For the most part, River's Rebuke is surprisingly not that good in standard. So I'm not running it. Alright, we have an Alpha Strike. That is a bit surprising. Although maybe it isn't. I don't know. Is it? I feel like it isn't. Am I dead? 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. Alright, well, I guess this. Yeah, I have played a boatload of historic Brawl, but as of late I've been a bit disenfranchised, to put it mildly, with the format. Creatures. Oh geez, I don't like this situation. Yep, I don't know. Majolta is just gonna run away with this game, I think. Play land. I don't really know what this could get, so play this. How does this work? Sacrifice 2 creatures indestructible. Okay. Okay, well, with a lot of scary size between this and other things, it might be fine. I don't know. Oh, if you play tier 1 stuff, yeah, I guess you signed up for it. Like, if you play Keenan, and you want to play against, like, the Rusko and Brawl all the time, that's fair. I play tier 1 sometimes, but the problem is just random games ending because of, Dark Ritual and stuff. Just kind of, games don't really get to happen. Alright, we're losing everything, so... Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It tracks. You can't hide from me. I know the kind of player you are. This does not have trample, right? Can I give it trample? Nope, but I can do this, and this lets me cast my own essentially Madrotha? Wow, I did it. I won. I did it. Yes. Oh, I did it. You build your own Madrotha, because this is going to have an insane amount of 1/1 counters, and then I can just peel them off to recast, like, all of the things my opponent has repeatedly answered. That's crazy. That is a crazy game to win, honestly. No River's Rebuke on my deck. There is Nissa giving Trample. It's not a lot of forests, but just giving Trample is what I would be looking for. And, yeah, they just couldn't get there. That's a double sweeper. I actually survived a double sweeper. That's insane. Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, you like what you like. I've never blamed anyone for playing, like, max tier 1 sweat cards or anything. I just don't enjoy the getting mana drained on turn 2, and then the game's over before it started. Like, I don't get to play the game because they had mana drain. It doesn't matter what, like, how weak my commander is. Or they have Dark Ritual Necropotence on turn 1. It's like, well, I can't really play the game. I can't play the game. It's over before it started. I didn't have mana tithe, so I lose. Like, I just don't enjoy that side of it, which is not in tier 1 necessarily. If it was only in tier 1, that's fine, but that happens in every single bracket. I could be playing the weakest commander against a really weak commander, and they could just still have Dark Ritual Necropotence on turn 1. Because it doesn't, like, put that in a higher tier, because it's not in your command zone or whatever. And that's just the side of it that leads to me playing 55 games and only getting, like, 2 for YouTube. because half of them are over before I got to play. Okay, so we know what we're up against, so I might as well go dummy wide, play this. I'm not going to play the land because it's at YOLO. When do you get the tokens? When it hits them? Alright, and we are certainly poised to do as such, so... Haha, someone's a little upset. Get wrecked. Bro, you're playing the weakest card in the game. You can't get upset. It took me like an hour. No, it took me 80... I think it was 80 minutes to get my first heir apparent win with Delny, not Toby. Toby's interesting. You can give the rabbits flying, but like not only are you vulnerable to sweepers and spot removal spam, like extremely vulnerable, probably the most vulnerable thing ever, especially in mono white. You also very easily lose the board to stuff like this, and then it looks like you just didn't even play a game of Magic. Oh man, get schmeeded. Get schmeeded. I was at 2 life? What do you mean? Did opponent miss lethal? Play Shieldred from graveyard? I don't think so. They'd have to have Muldrotha in play. I don't know, I'll go back and look. Oh my goodness, it's the mirror? Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I'm on the play. So, we have the advantage on the play, but it can be taken back with Llanowar Elves. I'd be curious what someone else's Trillion deck looks like. That would have been the 3rd time. No, Muldrotha died twice. That would have been the 3rd time it came back, which would mean it would have cost 12. Yes! Haha! Haha! Look at that. Play versus draw. I don't know. They could have conceded for a whole different bunch of reasons, but I'm going to say it's because I was on the play. Alright, we have a positive win rate, I think. Look at that. Couldn't ask for better. It was such a headache setting up this stream. It's such a headache, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, took me like forever to get OBS working. My quickest loss? Today? Or you mean like ever? I mean ever would be turn 0, I guess. Rakdos the Muscle's pretty cool. My quickest loss ever. Well, I mean, that would just be turn 0. There was a lot of turn 1 Ragavans from opponents that are on the play. They play Ragavan, I don't have answer, I lose on the spot. That happens a lot in Historic. Dark Ritual, Necropotence, Llanowar Elves. Basically always on the play for the opponent. Could have played Beanstalk. Nah, this is fine. I won't miss my commander, which is why this line is okay. Okay, now I will miss it. Actually, I probably have to answer this, which feels bad, but it is actually a problem. Again, card draw is just problematic. Now we're hoping for a removal spell. I would like to see a removal spell here. Maybe not Liliana of the Veil specifically, but there it is. Haha! Sweet. Love to see it. I feel like that's a very low power turn. Okay, so this is a very miserable turn, but maybe Beanstalk can make it not miserable? Oh, tragic. Alright. Still fine, though. This is why I wanted to see a removal spell, because my opponent was doing it the next turn. And I lost access to doing something, but not nearly as backbreaking, I think. That's right. You send a damage. And then do nothing, please. Do literally nothing. Just don't play Magic. Tragic. What does this do? Reveal a top card of your library. Okay, that is, to me, an astronomical amount of life to just throw away like that. This is 7? Okay. Four, 5, 6. Yeah, I can cast this. He's got Ward 4, too. But it's a black deck, so there's Liliana, there's Shieldred's Edict, there's that other one. There's simply paying for Ward. I mean, if I knew they were going to play this Bat, I would have not dealt with the Bronco. Ooh, excuse me. Had a coughing fit there. Alright, so here's the old pay 4 ward in my entire 7-minute turn is removed. But you know what? Maybe that's okay. Opponent is not doing so hot right now. Life total wise. I'd rather the game not bank on my opponent simply dying to that, but it's certainly a possibility. Alright, so now they need a 1-mana removal spell, which I'm kind of surprised about. Looks like it's a edict, or like a sacrifice your own creature kind of removal spell. No, it's that thing. Alright, so they found some lifelink. It's only 4, it's not permanent. Still sketchy, though. This, I mean, both of these are must-answer threats. Maybe I just play this one. I feel like it doesn't matter that much. I could technically play both. Nah, we're gonna play this. There's a solid chance if this lives, maybe as a single creature for trample here, my opponent just dies. We're at 11. Okay, so no such luck. This is the most, like, smooth brain strategy here. Just draw cards and cast removal spells when it's not really making any decisions. Game's kind of playing itself for my opponent. I'm just banking on them dying to their own cards at this point, I think, most likely. Which it looks like I will very easily die first. I don't think I can play Nissa. Doesn't seem like it makes sense. Alright, it looks like I'm just dead here. There is no... There's nothing I can do. I need them to have no removal spell. I mean, they didn't draw one. This doesn't have haste, so these 3 cards need to not be it. Oh, wait a minute. Am I actually dead? No, I'm dead on board. Right? Maybe they don't see it? I am dead on board. Okay, never mind. There was no out here. Okay, my opponent did not see lethal, or am I tripping? Okay, my opponent just didn't see lethal. That's quite interesting. Can I punish? I'm a little bit beside myself right now. So I think my literal best and only bet is to max out this. Max out my Nissa credit card here. And there's no... I mean, this is my only turn. There's no Nissa value here. Just swing and see what happens. I'm not gonna lie, when I played this, I didn't realize I was dead on board, so it was a psychic projection of mine to push that vibe onto my opponent, as I also did not see it was lethal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yep, so it does boil down to the triggers here. Oh, they can sacrifice them so they don't lose any life. Oh. Okay, this doesn't matter. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Alright, need you to hit a 7. Come on, there's 7s in your deck. Oh, they hit a 3! No! Man, if they died there, it would have been so funny. It would have been so funny if my opponent lost that game. Oh, man. Oh, well. So if the Bronco triggered this game... Oh, no, I would have died because of the damage the Bronco would have dealt me. So, never mind. Alright, well, we almost got there. Double Dark Confidant is, yep, just was enough. That would have been very funny. Very funny. Yeah, maybe they're just playing with their food. Yeah, I don't know. They could easily die, though, so I don't think that's a good idea. That's not a good idea. What... Yeah, the removal spam was the problem. If I got a single creature untapped, I would have won. I just needed either the Hydra or... Wait a minute. Could I have... No, I couldn't have. I was just say, if I somehow got Llanowar Elves in play, I would have won the game. But there was no way to do that, so... They lost 7 on Virtue and it gained them 3 life. So if they didn't cast a Virtue to gain 3 life, they would have died. Because they did draw the Virtue off of the first trigger. Man, these queue times. These queue times. Mm-hmm. As long as you can sacrifice them when they don't kill you, I think it makes sense. The only problem is it gets extremely questionable the turn you go to cast Rakdos if it's dealt with, and then you just, like, kind of lose. So you gotta be careful. But as long as you can always sack them, that's not a big deal. They had an I think a sweeper in hand anyways. You just swept the board before they died. I don't have any haste. What is this? Queue time. Oh my goodness. Put me in purgatory. And then it's instant. Yeah, I was in some probably lost purgatory there. Oh no, it's a... Okay, so it's a matchup where, like, I need my commander to live, but it won't live, so... I don't really know. I guess I'll keep it. If it lives, I'm in a phenomenal spot. If it doesn't, rip. I guess. Not much to say. It probably won't, though. Especially on the draw. Alright, my opponent already is displaying a removal spell, so... That's a pretty good sign. Means they don't play their commander next turn. Yeah, alright. This works out. It's as good as it's going to get for me. Yep. The old smooth brain removal. Of course, my opponent has the only card in Standard that creates a bunch of rats, as is tradition. I guess silverback? Yeah, I don't know. Probably doesn't really matter. There's no way they just play this, right? That just doesn't make sense. Okay, that's a little insane. That's completely nuts, actually. I feel like I shouldn't be in this position. And I just am. I can't say I'm terribly concerned with this in any way, shape, or form. I think I can simply attack. Opponent did not sacrifice. They could have blocked here and stolen witness protection. So that was, in my opinion, a bit of a mistake. Alright. They definitely had a line that was very solid, and they did not take it. They got a little mana screwed, but, I mean, spot removal spam is just probably the flooding the hand. But, yeah, we just started to pull ahead here. Yeah, but they did have the removal spell, like I said, but, I mean, yeah, we just start pulling ahead. Okay. So far, I'm never too upset with my commander dying, which is a huge plus. Which makes this a lot better than than it could be. I mean, better than a lot of other options. My opponent scoot way more than yours. Well, you're playing tier 1. People don't concede. they play it out. You know, competitive, like, you know, the high end, the Sithis of the world and the Teferi Hero of Dominaria players are not gonna pack it in that quickly. The Ragavans, the Nicol Boluses, the Ruskos, the Keenans. What else? What else is up there? Oh, this is so good. Oh, you want to see someone concede turn 1? You want to see it? It's happened before. You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna keep it just to see. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Please, I really need you to concede. I actually don't have my command. I don't have blue. Oh, no. No, it didn't work. Oh, no, it didn't work. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's do this. Yep. I thought they would concede. I mean, I've seen it before. Turn one Lena Rose into play. Tragic. Sure? Wait a minute, what? Oh no, they didn't. Wait, what? Wait, this is fine. I feel like it's a little too late to do that, but maybe I'm wrong. Wow, they blocked this? Are the treasure tokens tapped? I don't even know. How does this work? Oh, they're power tokens. I'm just an act. Wait, no, they're not. They're not. What am I talking about? Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't really have anything exciting. I can just play my commander. I probably will. I don't want to use the treasure tokens. What? That's all very strange. So I really don't think I should play this. But maybe I can. Okay, you know what? Before something tragic happens, I'm just gonna do this. It does not feel great, though. Alright, this trying to get them to concede is now backfiring horribly. I mean, it's mono black. You do nothing but cast removal spells. Okay. I guess these two? That's peculiar. So how does this read? Whenever you attack, draw, put a land... and a graveyard. Okay, so simply swing with the cow. There is no reason to do that. It's my only land. Just play it. Okay, well, I mean, this is an alright position, I think. I'm very surprised there was no removal spell. I mean, a discard spell was solid there. Just think a removal spell would have been better. 4, 5... Yeah, no, we'll just let that get a counter. I'm really not sweating it. Can I play this without this? Alright, I can. So I'm just going to sack this. Although I would be rather surprised if they even blocked it. Actually, I don't think they should block this. Should you? Does it matter? No, I didn't think so. Alright, we play this. Because they haven't shown... No, actually, we're going to play this. Because it's really big and scary. Yeah, this just... I mean... There's no way this is wrong, right? It's another giant threat that is not a creature, so... Teysa Karlov has some potential. You talking in Standard? In Standard, I don't know. Haven't played it, haven't seen it. In Historic Brawl? Probably. Okay, love to see that. Still just super, super far ahead here. I'm not going to loot. I've actually not once looted, and I don't want to loot right now, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of either of these. Maybe this one, but I don't have to do that right now. Yeah, this is totally fine. I'm not interested in doing that. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Yeah, Historic it's fine. In Standard, I haven't seen anyone play it literally ever, so take that for what you will. This card draw trigger is so good, I'm just going to never offer up a trade. Okay, so that dies, and then I get another one. I could have, you know what, played things pre-combat. Oh wait, no. I get another Tyrant anyway. I just said that. Yeah, I don't have to do that. Let us... yeah, I'm just gonna run this out. Alright, we're at the point where a lot of our deck is just this, and it's just gonna keep happening until they run out of answers. Which they haven't shown me a lot of answers anyways. They kind of need a board wipe, and that I don't even think is good enough. This probably makes me discard. Yep, and then they have to take the silver back because it blows this up. Although Cityscape also blows it up, so there's no choice here. Okay, yeah, nothing mattered. Just wedge. They actually, I think, committed Sudoku by letting me haste this out. I think they needed me to keep this. I mean, they're gonna lose no matter what, but in order to see another turn... Actually, could I have just killed this and let them die? This doesn't have trample block there. Okay, they're dead anyways. They're dead anyways, but... yeah, if they didn't do that, I could have... This would not have had haste, because it would have came out of my graveyard, and then they could, like, block here and then live. This gets blown up regardless. Although, I guess I could have just cityscaped this, actually, if they didn't do that, right? So if I blew this up, was it still lethal? 12 plus 7? It was exactly lethal, and this is not a treasure token. So, yeah, I could have just cityscaped here and they died. Alright, so it didn't matter. Although, maybe it would have mattered. Who knows? I might have not seen that. Oh, wait a minute. How do I see how long I've been streaming? Oh, there it is. The bottom right. Okay. This new stream software is giving me anxiety. Been streaming for 5 years on the same platform, and now I'm, like, doing this. I mean, I could try Tessa. Wait, let me look at Tessa. I don't... Is Tessa even in standard? Am I tripping? Please, please, let me click. I assume it's black and white. Yeah, I see it at the bottom right here. It says 125 for me. Vampire Tribal? Is there a different Tessa? I feel like this one doesn't... Okay, what if I change the format? Let's look at all the Tessas. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not. Okay. Okay, why we care about vampires here. The Death Touch, being your end step, investigate for each opponent lost life. Short. Whenever a clue you control is put into the graveyard, make a spirit. I don't feel like this has anything at all to do with vampires, and I don't really know why we care about vampires, but like black-white, creature, cleric, life lost, soul sisters, flying tokens, spirits. You could throw Vein Ripper's a vampire. The Vampire Tessa? What? None of these are vampires. Tessa's not a vampire. She cares about tokens. I don't think she really cares about vampires. I've played this a lot. I like this one in Historic Brawl. I have played this one a long time ago. Probably like 3 years ago on my YouTube channel. And I have not played this one. But yeah, I don't think you're not restricting yourself to vampires with Tezza. You can just do black, white, good stuff. You could just run vampires, I guess, but I don't know if that would be the first black-white option I would pick. I kind of like Zola, or whatever the bat is, the 3-mana bat cleric that reanimates stuff. Feels like a better vampire. Or even Sorin that flips and like gains life and stuff. It might be a better vampire commander. But no, I think the bat's probably just better. Because the vampire creature type on your commander is irrelevant. You can play vampires without it. Unless it has like vampire synergy. So. Yeah, Ratted a Brick likes all the black-white legendaries. Doesn't really care what they are. Alright. No, this is not a keeper. This is definitely a game where we find a lot of board wipes. It's just extreme uphill battle. I could just keep this and then hope Doppelgang wins at turn like 25 or something. I think there's merit in that. But they have discard, they have counter spells. Yeah, I'm not liking most of my options here. A quick Vivian read is interesting. Ratted a Brick likes the Nazguls. I found the Nazguls to be very good in mono black. I'm very impressed with the Nazguls. Alright, I will take the time to blow that up because my opponent took the time to cast it. So I will get the value where I can. This probably is not the most important thing I could do, but it's something I did. No takesies backsies. Yep, this is exactly what I expected. Rudolph Dustbringer. Alright, I will play Tapland. Because I cannot play a 5? Okay. I think I like all the lands I can get. And I don't know if I want to loot anything away, so I'll just swing. This is a weird looking turn, but I need a Disdainful Stroke if I want to continue. I just, like, have to do that. Okay, well, that's not what I expected them to cast, but they did cast it. Overlord is good. It is a land. Alright, so I'm hoping for a sweeper this turn and then not much else. Actually, they don't even have to do that because their commander is just the 7/7. Wait, is Rudolph the black-white thing? Because at that point I play Killian. I've played Rudolph as a go tall thing, if I'm thinking of the right commander. The one that cares about, like, rooms being unlocked. I tried Go Tall with that thing, and it was really, really, really bad. Okay. Let's blow up the... What's under this? A bunch of manlands? That could be problematic. I don't really care about this sword. Let's just get this out of the way. I will swing here. I can't believe how far ahead I am. I'm a little blown away at just what the board state looks like right now. Kind of blows my mind that I've gotten this far, and they just haven't done anything truly threatening. He reanimates by gaining life, but he is the one that cares about rooms, right? No, he must not be. Alright, then I don't know what you're talking about. Not by name, at least. Alright, I'm completely confused. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on. I will not ultimate Liliana. I mean, my thing, though. I do not have a land to play, so I'm not going to take the Silverback. Looks a little weird, but I just want to always play lands when I have Doppelgang. Arcane Signet is more mana, and I'm satisfied with my current set of things. Yep, we're just going to go to attacks. It's not lethal. I don't feel incentivized to swing with my commander. My opponent basically has to make a move. Okay, is there any loot here? I can loot away the Llanowar Elves. That's fine with me. Okay, good thing I didn't pop that ultimate one. This, I can play Teferi now? Sure. I can make it 2/2. I think I will to commit and create a threatening board presence. That's fine. So, Cityscape is very, very good. So is this and this. I think I'll take Cityscape because it's hard to deal with and it blows up something that my opponent could cast. Like if they cast this is the only thing they do, I can maybe win. Just by trampling over. So now they don't have blue for anything. They don't find any relevant card. Right? Yeah, none of that matters. I can blow this up, and then the Nissa ultimate is lethal. Yeah, I'm thinking of Victor, I think. Yeah, I'm talking about Victor. I tried Victor as a go tall strategy, and it was... it didn't work. To put it lightly, it did not work. I can't control this, unfortunately, because it has a thing on it. But this is just like Omega level lethal here. So, yeah, just do what I said I was going to do and win the game. That was a very, very well, I wouldn't say it was a do-nothing Atraxa game, but my opponent just severely struggled with, like, doing anything. They really didn't do much here. I mean, they did. I just actually answered this, which is huge. This didn't matter too much, but it could have, right, if they got more lands for the turn they cast Atraxa to then cast something else, but this is another game I just beat a board wipe. There was only one this time, but there was a game we beat 2. Yeah, we just came so prepared for everything. I mean, they didn't kill this, and that just jumps you ahead very fast to extra mana. I mean, look at everything I've got going here. Yeah, look at my hands. I'm just drowning in everything. And then I had the whatchamacallit, doppelgangster. Oh wait, I wanted to look at cards. Simic having control over Atraxa, I know. I'm sure you're used to it as a Keenan player. But us in the pleb standard world, that's that's not usually how it goes. In standard Brawl, it's if you draw 2 cards a turn and your opponent doesn't, you win automatically. If you have a board wipe and your opponent's anything creature-based, you win automatically. What am I typing right now? Why is it not showing me the cards? What is going on? Send help. Oh, I put Victor with a K. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm German. I'm German. Yeah, I tried this as a go tall strategy, and it is really bad. It was really bad. What was the card you guys were talking about? Rodolph. Oh, the new Jumpstart ones. You're 2 and 24? What? Well, I don't know. I guess in Historic it has Swords of Plowshares, and Thoughtseize, and Dark Ritual. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Alright, 6 mana, 4/4, flying, death touch, lifelink. Whenever you gain life it gets indestructible. Okay. This is in Historic Brawl. You can't play this in Standard. At the beginning of your end step, pay that. Oh, so it's black and white. I was about to say, if this is mono black, I don't like this. So with white, you have stuff going on. Return target creature. So it's like a giant version of the bat, whose name I can't remember. Keep calling it Zola. Yeah, it's like a big version of this. This stops at 3. Rodolph doesn't. The only problem is Rodolph is in Historic Brawl, so there's a lot of things that you'd like to do in Rodolph, but then you just play Reanimate, and it does those things basically for free. So it's a little overshadowed. You know, you can just be like, I don't know, faithless looting Reanimate because you're playing Historic Brawl and then win. So I don't know. I mean, it's cool. You know, you can try it. It's, in my opinion, far too slow for Historic Brawl. Like, way, way too slow. In a Dark Ritual, Mana Drain, Swords of Plowshares, Reprobation, Heliod's Intervention, Mana Time format. Yeah, in a perfect world, Rudolph can keep doing it. Oh, Nahiri's... Okay, you know what? I'm going to race to Portal and it's going to win. Because I said so. Sun Titan? Yeah, see, your opponent was not prepared there. It's not prepared. If you get I mean, that's like Madroltha, build your own Madroltha, really, I guess. Okay, my opponent just didn't do anything. I'm a little beside myself. Because of that, I'll just play this. I'm not very concerned about this dying, so... I could have actually just got anywhere else. No, that's kind of ugly. They're probably going to kill anything I cast anyway. I can do it next turn. Leyline Axe. Okay, well, I will now play this. I suppose go a little exploring here. What we got? Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, you watched my video and tried it? Recursive enchantments. I'm sure it gets better when you have reanimate effects, like the 3 mana reanimates in white could do well. Same with Calyx. Calyx is just terrible if you don't have the way to reanimate it consistently. Okay, I'm a little surprised at my opponent's decision last turn, so I'm just going to recast it. I feel like I won that exchange because me playing lands is better than my opponent playing lands, because I have this. I feel like I'm up the exchange. Oh no! My opponent sacrificed Jitte to do this. I am a little blown away. Not going to lie. Alright, well. If I can't have my commander, you cannot have yours. And I will do this for 2. Because I think I'm always getting Lantern Rails, but I could be wrong, and I might as well look. Search your library. Yeah, alright. I was always getting this, so I might as well just check for 2. But Analyze the Pollen can be good later. I'm fine with that. I gotta mute my mic, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Creature with a 1/1. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It gets a wicked gold token on it. I know what you're talking about. That can't... Okay. It gets a counter on the Jitte. Does it? Right? Yeah. That's cute. That's adorable. Well, I came here to do this, so I will. I feel like I'm super far ahead. Yeah, you have to go like super deep into Victor for it to work. In the way I was trying to make it work, at least. It just wasn't really there. There is a lot of equipment in Standard. This has First Strike and Trample, right? Yep. So they can't block. I mean, they can, but they're not going to. Oh, I guess they can't block. I'm not sure why they... Oh, it has Menace. It's because I'm a potato. Alright. Sometimes I do that. Let's play this. I don't really want to commit more, actually. Yeah, I just don't want to commit more. I really don't. Like, if I play this and they cast a sweeper, I'd just rather not have that be a reality. Alright, well, there's no good attacks when I have a Sire in play. Like, at all. In fact, this Sire is like my opponent's dream card because it has all the text of everything my opponent wants to be doing. And I've never flipped this before, so I'm gonna swing this way. No, that doesn't work. I have First Strike. You can't do this. Wait a minute. This doesn't have Death Touch. Shoot. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Let's not get hasty. That's First Strike. Right. Alright. I almost confused myself. But fortunately, I got out of it. Let's play this. I did almost panic. I almost panicked. You're gonna give it another go. Well, I mean, you know what? That's how it gets better. That's how we learn. All right, my opponent didn't top deck Sunfall, so we win the game. Cool. I mean, honestly, a sweeper here is fine. I have like this and this and this. Like, I'm just fine. What's nice about this commander is once you get to a position where your opponent has to deal with the board, I don't really have to commit more, but it's probably kind of fine to commit more here. It's not too big of a deal. My opponent dealt with my commander pretty well out of a red-white equipment deck, but it's gonna start to just fall behind, right? Split up. Oh man, yep. First Sliver. Is First Sliver in Tier 1? I've played against it in non-Tier 1. I think there's 5-color piles that kind of fluctuate where they're placed in the bracket system. You tabbed out the part I was talking about Tessa? You just want her to want to have her be a vampire? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. A lot of people get hung up with tribal decks. They think that it has to, like, oh, you know, my Knights deck needs a Knight commander that gives my Knights +1/+1. Well, maybe you don't need that. You know, if you rent a card that's just better for Knights, you know, that doesn't actually care one-to-one about Knights, like Golos is the best 5-color Sliver commander. Golos is also the best Eldrazi commander. Golos is the best Rabbit commander. Which is why he had to probably get banned in his, Brawl. Not Brawl, he got banned in... Oh, yeah, Golos is another Tier 1 bracket. There you go, in Historic Brawl. But, I mean, in normal EDH got banned. He was my commander, too. And I played Land Tribal. I didn't even play a creature type. Okay, Arcade Signet's fine. Elspeth is awesome. This is exciting. Elspeth is dope. I like this. I don't think I've played against it, actually. Oh no, my... Arcane Signet? Fortunately, it doesn't really change anything, ever, for them to take Arcane Signet, so I can't say I'm very upset about that. And they probably will take it. But, again, I surprisingly don't care. At all. Cool. I am notably behind, though. I think I'm overdue for a loss. And this is looking like a loss. Actually, I think I just... Yep, I don't feel like playing anymore. Opponent had the perfect curve and answered everything I did, so nothing matters. I don't even know how to get my webcam working with this stream thing. I'll worry about that later. Casual Brawl category. They could just have a Brawl category with all the Tier 1 commanders in a separate format. They could do something like that. But the only problem, I mean, that doesn't solve anything. What am I talking about? You just have a new Tier 1 like meta in this like lower powered Brawl. And that's all it would be. And it wouldn't really change anything. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'll keep this. I will keep this. Alright, our opponent is struggling if they want to cast Shock to my face. They do not. Figured it out, like yes. The new meta would be like... I don't even know. I'm not even going to speculate with the new meta. Probably like Poc Nissa would be the new meta. If you banned all the tier 1 decks. At least Nissa, the 7 mana one. It usually pits me against really weak commanders when I play it, and I just stomp on people with Minidorks. I play a bunch of Minidorks, they don't really care to kill them, and then Nissa just tramples with a bunch of Minidorks, and they lose. Maybe that would just be tier 1. My opponent's making it so painfully obvious that they have a shock, and I just have to suffer through 6 years of priority due to it. But unfortunately, there is no way to play around it. Good lord. Yep. There is literally nothing I can do. It's like Pillar of Flame, or whatever the sorcery speed 2 damage card is. I think that's what's going on here. Could be completely wrong. I like Roxanne. Roxanne's pretty good. Roxanne's pretty good. That would definitely be up there. Oh look, it's the card I was talking about. Wow. Oh wait, no, it's not the card I was talking about. Never mind. I lied. Oh my goodness. Opponent, please. So we do this for 2. I mean 1. I have kind of, like, nothing here. Yeah, this is looking bad. self-milling heir apparent for Return the Past. Yeah, that works. That works. Unfortunately, I can't afford to not cast this here, so I just have to cast this. It does have reach. My opponent's going to make some dragons, I think. Unable to scream is good. Dragon Master Outcast must also kind of be answered. So, I don't know. I'm probably just dead. I don't think much matters here. Okay, for some unusual reason, they didn't swing all out. I feel like that was just lethal, if they did. It was. Oh, no, this... Wait, what? Okay, I'm a little confused. So, put a counter here and kill this. And then swing with... No, that's not right. Swing with... I don't think anything matters. This here? Because I don't want them to get their commander back, so I just can't, like, let them trade off. I think this is my only avenue to victory. And it still doesn't look good enough. But it's probably my best chance. Probably? I don't know. Well, I got to my next turn, so I did something right here. This also has reach. Everything is bad, though. Everything's just bad. So, worm. I can play this. What does that mean? What does this do? No, I think I legitimately have to play this. I don't think I should. And then try to flip this. Could have swung pre-combat, or not played this yet. That's not what happened there. Okay, I got a flyer out of the way, and they did not block with their commander. I feel like they really should have done that, so I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, this doesn't... Okay, yeah, there's that burn spell that we knew about 6 years ago, so... I don't think I can afford to lose Bonnie. I think I just block like this. Yeah, they have a burn spell that they made so blatantly obvious that it's comical. And another reach creature. But now I can't swing for Bonnie. I mean, I'm staying in it. It's just not a long-term investment to stay in the game. I don't have like a long-term plan here. If I can get Sire in play, so Sire has reach and first strike. Maybe I you know what? I probably should have just played this. Okay, that was a mistake. We'll see if it costs me the game. That was a mistake, I'll admit. I forgot this has the other side of text. It's not just, yeah, okay. That would have been better here. But this is still, in my opinion, kind of okay. Because it has reach. I'm drawing all my reach cards, so just have to be good enough here. And this can be a huge problem for my opponent to deal with. But yeah, there's a 1 mana, 2 damage spell in their hand that they're making way, way too obvious. Like, you're giving me way too much information. Okay. I take 4. Oh, I take 2. Okay. So I have to play this. And I don't know if it's good enough. Yeah, one of the Tyvars is pretty good too. Oh, all these dragons having haste is just disgusting. How do you not swing? Oh, because I'm just dead. Okay. I was like, how do you not swing there? How do you not swing there? Okay, so I genuinely believe I punted this game. I actually could have played this instead of Vorinclex. And then that last turn when they swung, they really could not have swung into this. So I actually would have been fine. And then I would have played this. And this would start to swing for 14. 14 vigilance, so it actually blocks for 14 when they go, because it doubles on my opponent's turn as well with this. So I think I genuinely full stop legitimately punted this game and could have won if I played this instead. So that's tragic. That's kind of tragic. That's unfortunate. All the well. Oh, can't see them all. Ugh. Oh, okay. So many dragons. So little time. Is this a Nissa matchup? I don't think so. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not a Nissa matchup. So. Good old Zorlion. Look at it. Look at it go. Oh, they even have the Zorlion profile thing. Adorable. I'm going to play... You never get mad at a Zorlion player. Look at him. He's so innocent. You would never assume he would just violently rip you apart. I'm going to play my commander next turn. I think. Hold on. Maybe I could just play this. I could just forego my commander. That feels borderline incorrect, so I'm not going to do it. This feels like something my opponent might want to deal with instead of playing their commander, so... And they do. Cool. I feel like this is very favorable for me. Yeah, this feels good. The old Flam Blast there. Draw a card. Alright, the card engine is online. Cranko. I saw Cranko once in this format, and it was pretty good. I will play the attack game and see what happens. This is 4 damage. This goes up to 5 loyalty, so can I play that? I guess. It draws a card off the beanstalk. Oh no, did I play a land first? Oh no, I'm dumb. Tragic. Yeah, should have played this first. Or, yeah, I should have, yeah. Alright, so they have to deal with... Actually, what am I getting rid of? I'm just getting rid of this. It doesn't even feel too useful. I mean, this is a 16/16 trampler. They're almost just dead here. But I guess technically they don't have to block. Can I make them block? Let's see. Play this. 5 60s for 6. If I had waited to get another land in play, that would have been hilarious. So this is 22. They have to block with one of these, but not both. Probably get rid of their commander. But I don't know. It really depends what the hand looks like. It completely depends. If they don't double block, then they don't have a board wipe, which is the main thing. Okay. So now they need to kill this. They just have to. It's going to swing for 32. Okay, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. I think take 8. Oh, opponent, you didn't let me play a land. What if I didn't have a land? What if I didn't have a land? Are you still dead? Oh, yeah, wait. 30, yeah. No, you're still super dead. And if you're not dead, you lose your whole board. So, alright, never mind. GG. Shoot, I might get all 15 wins. I usually hard stop when I get to 15 wins, but I usually stop around 2 hours anyways. I'll play a couple more. I gotta work on this stream software. Actually, let me open up my own YouTube channel. I want to see what the stream looks like from the other end. Click. And click. Click. I'm gonna mute it. Actually. Oh, that's cool. Tyrant is good later on in the game, so I can keep this. Opponent has a burn spell. Aha. My PC specs. I have a 3080 and couldn't tell you the rest. Could not tell you the rest. It runs Diablo 4 at 120 frames a second. If that means if that's a benchmark, because Diablo 4 looks really good visually. So I don't know that I haven't found a game that makes me go under my monitor's frame limit. Stream up for posterity? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, because it gets put into your YouTube thing. I can put it somewhere else. I haven't seen a live VOD on YouTube before, so... There's a place for live stream VODs to go on YouTube. I just don't know where it is. Well, that's a horrible turn. I thought it had something to do this turn. Well, that's really bad. Well, it depends what you do with it. A lot of times I just keep games set at 60 frames a second, or like 80 or something. It makes my computer not scream really loud and keeps the temperature low, but I mean, that shouldn't be a concern anyways, really. But I haven't really felt much merit in changing that. So let's see. This has a lot of toughness and really seems like the only thing that makes sense, so... It also does a good job at blowing up my opponent's cards if they don't deal with it. But they can pretty easily deal with this. I feel as though Koth ultimating here is not too scary, but I could be wrong. People really like to ultimate it. That's just 4 damage a mountain is really not the best here, in my opinion. You play City Skylines? Oh, yeah, well, good luck. And as per usual, opponent has the perfect answer. Love to see it. Why not? You can only play one mountain turn. I just feel as though I am so not concerned about this ultimate. It's like a fetish for Koth players to go for it and then just lose anyways. But it can very easily win here. It's not that it's bad or anything. It just doesn't feel like the best thing to be doing. Of course, yet again, we have the perfect removal. It exiles my card, so I don't get the land. Opponent's had perfect everything so far. Including Staff. The only card in Standard that lets you race to the ultimate. Then proceeds to draw 2 cards a turn. Yep, this is the best Koth draw I have ever seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not close to Portal. Tyrant is certainly a card, I guess. Imagine I had 3 steps ahead. I actually have not cast 3 steps ahead yet. It's kind of funny. I guess it just shouldn't be in here then. Not sure why proliferating Koth at this point makes any sense, but they did do that. I feel like that doesn't do anything. I would never make myself have less life for no reason. Koth control. It's the only way to play it. Can't play it with like a bunch of creatures and stuff. Doesn't work. Two emblems? I mean, yeah. Yeah, why not? Alright, I'm just done. My opponent's playing unyieldingly slow, and I'm probably not winning this, and even if I am, it's going to take 25 minutes, so... Even after everything my opponent's doing, I actually can still win that game. It's kind of funny. Not worth it, though. It's not a good chance to win, but it's still actually possible. I think I'm taking out 3 steps ahead. I have not once cast it. It feels unimpressive and uninspiring. I don't like Essence Scatter. Could play... What about Marvin? It can have the activated abilities of my commander. So turn 2. Does this make sense? Am I tripping? You play this on turn 2, play your commander turn 3, then this can tap for 2. I mean, it doesn't really get you anywhere, but it works. Does it do anything else at all? No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't seem right. Maybe in the Balloon Man. Jace is sort of interesting. Still don't like River's Rebuke. Steal a permanent, fractured identity card. I don't know what it's called. Activated abilities reducer? What? Like training grounds? Oh, kidnap. Wait, that's not it. I know the card you're talking about. Is it in standard? I don't know if it's in standard. Yeah, it's not in standard. I've played it before in historic Brawl. Not standard though. Not a big fan of clones. I already kind of have like the big scary stuff, so stealing my opponents doesn't make a lot of sense. And yeah, it's not the best way to remove things. That would just be counter spells. Really, for the most part. I mean, other than my other cards like Witness Protection Enable. You can play Sorcerer's Spyglass to shut down certain things, but I don't really... Wait, is it Sorcerer's Spyglass? What is it called? Pithing Needle? One of those is standard legal. I think. Yeah, it's not Pithing Needle. I think it's Spyglass. Yeah, you can actually play this in standard, but you cannot play this in historic. I don't really know why. I guess it's because there's so few activated ability kind of commanders in standard, but in historic there's a lot. But that's kind of weird because Pithing Needle is banned. I don't know what's so different about that one as opposed to Spyglass. In fact, I would argue Spyglass might even just be better. Especially in standard. Could run it. I mean, what does it shut down? There's so few commanders, really. So few commanders. I guess it shuts down Koth. That would have been kind of funny. I don't think that would have made her... would have really changed the game, though. No, not really. Alright, I think I just want to counter spell. Honestly, even a 1 minute cantrip is interesting. Oh, it's 1 more mana? It's 5? Well, if it's called Hell Smell, then it's from that set, right? What about Flow of Knowledge? Wait, what about Jinkataxias? Hold on. Oh, non-creatures. No, if it was just 3 or more, this would be great. Huh. No, I don't feel like a card engine makes sense. Yeah, I would still prefer Spyglass, because a turn 1 Pithing Needle is not really that crucial in Standard. It's not like Historic Brawl. If you're on the draw versus Keenan or something, Pithing Needle would be really big, but that doesn't happen here. But again, there's not much to shut down anyways in Standard. Yeah, I'm thinking about Jace, but I don't think I want Jace. Haven't needed to protect my commander. I could run a Naturalize effect. Although that hasn't really been an issue. Not really. I mean, I guess I already have one. I mean, I don't know if it's shade. It's just, if you have Pithing Needle on the draw, that's where it would be useful. That would just be where I would throw it. I've played Keenan. I got it on the YouTube channel somewhere. I've been there. Shoot, I don't even think Pithing Needle's that good against it, but it does work. It's a thing you can do. What about Conduit? No, see, the thing is, I'm never running out of... It seems as though I'm never actually running out of threats, and that's now what causes my losses. So, I like Omen Path just to thin my deck of lands. I'm a fan of this card, like Delayed Ramp. Especially with, like, Tatyova and the Hydra. Maybe this actually has merit. And again, it thins your deck of lands, which I kind of value. It takes 5 lands out of your deck, and this is a 60-card format. That's quite significant. I'm just a fan of this card. I think I'm going to run it, and you can't stop me. Oh, there's also Defiler. Maybe Defiler's just better. There's a fair amount of things that trigger it. It discounts a fair amount of things. Although this also just discounts as well. Maybe Teferi's just stupid. Like, I'm not running Jace. Okay, so I'm not running Jace, the one with the Phyrexian mana. And that's my... Like, I would run it to draw 2 cards a turn. And this one does the same thing, but it costs 5. I don't care about the 2/2s. I do not care about the ultimate. It's just drawing 2 cards a turn. Sometimes the 2/2s are worth it, but for the most part, I don't care. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it makes sense the more I look at it. I just run something green. This definitely looks more green than blue. I could probably shave an island at this point as well. Pretty likely. Yeah, we could probably shave an island. Okay. Alright, wait, no, I'm done anyways. It's almost 2.5 hours. I gotta edit through all this and make sure the footage is whatchamacallit before I go to bed, so I gotta stop anyways. But, I gotta say, I really liked this commander, which surprises me. I threw a commander together thinking, because I've never streamed on YouTube and I want to make sure the stream looks fine and the audio and all that jazz. I didn't have the webcam working. So I was like, alright, I'll just play like a simple commander, right? You can never go wrong with a green ramp spell kind of commander. And surprisingly, I liked this more than I liked Loot. The blue is pretty good, like the stuff you can bring to the table. I still don't like River's Rebuke in Standard. There were some situations where it would have been useful, but those situations may not have led to a definitive win. It would have bought me time, but I don't think it would have led to a win outright. So I'm not a big fan of River's Rebuke. There is the 6-minute instant now from Foundations that ends the turn for your opponent, and that one is pretty solid. Oh shoot, is there a notification when I get like a super chat like that? Either way, thank you for the first super chat I've ever had. That's pretty cool. First YouTube stream. Right at the end. That's nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. I have no idea if my account is linked to anything. So oh wait, yes it is. Yes it is. Yeah, it's the same pool where the Twitch ads would go to. All right, so that works. You didn't just send it to the void. That I know where that 5 goes. Anyways, so there is like you can look at that 6-minute instant as an extra turn because you can cast it at instant speed on your opponent's turn, like on their upkeep or something. They can counter it or cast something in response, but it is sort of an extra turn at 6 mana. And I'm not super big on that, honestly. I just don't think that's too appealing. You could try it, but not too exciting. I think Sire of 7 Deaths is a lot more impressive than I thought it was. Maybe this was obvious to some people, but I mean, in a realm where it doesn't have hard hexproof and board wipes are everywhere, it's like, eh. But there are some matchups, one of them in particular, those red matchups, the big dragon one. If I actually played this when I should have, I would have won. So, I actually really like this. Kama was cool. I never really got to do anything with it. I got to swing, but then my opponent conceded. It's cool. It doesn't have Indestructible. Ward 4 is nice. Uncounterable is alright. Cavernous Souls is fairly consistent in a 60-card format, not 100, so it's not super amazing, but it's a cool card. It's a big giant thing your opponent might struggle to deal with, right? For the X spells, I was satisfied with the ones I chose. There are some others you could also choose, but you don't want to get hung up on, oh, this can let you do that, so you must run a bunch of expels just because it says that. Like, no. No, you don't have to do that. It's okay. You can play the other things that are 5 or more and be fine that way as well. I ended up adding this at the very end, like 5 seconds ago. It removes 5 cards out of your deck. We have some landfall, Tatyova, and more notably this giant Hydra, which goes crazy really quickly. So I just like that. Thinning your deck of 5 lands is pretty useful in a 60 card format. That's, what is that, a 12th of your deck? Right? That's pretty good. You can take out your temple, and it doesn't have to be basics. I'm a fan of this card. I really am. I kind of like it more than Explosive Vegetation, but that's just my bias towards trying to play slower games, and games not just ending on turn 4. Doppelgang was nice. This was really nice the one time I got to play it. I would probably run more 2-mana counterspells. I don't like 3-mana counterspells. They get in the way of this. They get in the way of, like, my turn 4 even. Kind of just makes it awkward. So I would stick to the 2s, but these 2 were, you know, they were good when I cast them. The giant things I was casting was nice. I never felt like I was running out of cards, which is notable because it does seem like that is a thing where I always say, you know, or have been saying in Standard, drawing 2 cards a turn is how you just straight up win the game, basically, in Standard Brawl. Up the Beanstalk was phenomenal. Someone in chat actually called this out early. I actually forgot this was in Standard. This was huge here. This was like an auto-include. Probably you have to put this in this deck. This was actually colossal. It was nice. But I actually took out the Teferi because I didn't feel like I was running out of gas ever, right? When you're casting 1 giant threat a turn and drawing 1 card a turn, you're kind of at parity for giant threats, and as long as you don't go too deep into a board wipe, you have, you know, backup things to do in your hand, and even if you don't, you do have some incidental card draw. It's not like I have none, right? So it was nice. Some games I was able to get under my opponent too before they had a chance to react efficiently, and then I just had like 7 drops in play before my opponent had any way to really come out of that if they weren't prepared like a sweeper-based deck. Not every single deck has board wipes, you know, so. And when this dies, I was never really upset with that when it died, which is unusual. You would think that would be very bad, especially in a deck that didn't have any, like, 4s, so you lose your 3 and they don't have a 4, and I was like, okay, I'm fine, right? I was still never really in a position to feel like I was really set back when it died, even having no 4s. But if you were super concerned about that, you could, I guess, run more Explosive Vegetation kind of effects. So if this dies, it's like, oh, I can just, you know, sort of have the effect on turn 4 with lands instead. But I, again, never really felt like that was something I needed to do, which was very, very, very nice. So I'm actually impressed with this commander. Way more than I thought. I did not think this was going to be something that was going to be super successful, but it was. So I can recommend it. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully the YouTube video stream thing, new stream software is good. Well, I'll find out in the editing in a second. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Don't get to pick which land. Yeah, you don't get to pick the land, that's true. Yeah, G-Rex return spell. Haro, then... Well, you can't play Haro. You can't play Haro. That's not standard. I would put Haro in this deck in a heartbeat. You can't play that, though. Sax a lane for 2 other lands. I think there's... No, March of the Ents is also not in standard. Alright, I'm done. That's it. No more comments. Yep. GG. Have a good night. See you next time. How do I stop streaming? How do I stop streaming? Where's the button?